Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Joey and welcome to Jurassic World Evolution 3. Yes, the game has finally dropped. I did a campaign mode video if you guys want to check that out. But today we're going to go to sandbox. We're going to play around, test whatever type of tools that we could play around with. I'm so excited. First and foremost, I haven't watched any videos. I haven't watched any of Evo Square or Best of Slot videos. This is all on the dark for me because I like to be surprised on my own turf. So I didn't see anything. I didn't want to get spoiled. Didn't see any footage from other people. I try to stay away from Instagram for a little bit just because I want everything to be fresh and new, and I want to absorb everything in this game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to Sandbox and let's see what we could create. Yeah, let's get started. So here we are. This is the map we're gonna use. This is the tropical square map. I'm pretty sure this is Isla Nublar. I know there's like the island generator and all that stuff, but I'm just gonna try to keep it simple. We're just gonna build something just out of the blue. I don't have anything in my mind, which I think that's a good thing because we could like at the moment just wing it. Another thing is that the game has progresses a lot. If you haven't played like Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster, this might be something unfamiliar territory because this jump from Jurassic World Evolution 2 to Jurassic World Evolution 3 might kind of overwhelm a lot of people. But for me, I'm gonna keep it simple. As you could see, if we go to scenery, which is the best tab here, we could build stuff. That's something we couldn't do in the second game. For example, we could build like let's say, a house or a building or a hotel or something extravagant like that. I'm not gonna touch this right now because I just felt like that's just gonna be too overbearing, and we're just gonna keep it like just simple, simple, simple. Now, the first thing I want to make is a waterfall. I think that's everybody's wants to just jump in and how to make a waterfall, so we're gonna play around with that first. But before we do that, we need. Wow, look at all this. We need a rival point. So here they are. I played a little bit in campaign mode. Again, you could check my video out. I didn't finish it. But so I kind of like know some of the tools, but not really. So yeah, hopefully we're all gonna learn together in this one video. So we're just gonna place an arrival point just right in the middle of the map. So we're just gonna place it right here. So look at that. Look at how much effort. And one thing I noticed too, that this is something that I really wanted in the second game, is that we could build things around the buildings that has already been made. For example, we could have this canvas. No, I want the canvas. Where's the canvas? Okay, a roof. Let's go. Let's just pick up here. This canvas. So where is my canvas? There is my canvas. Okay, it's took a while to load. Oh, by the way, I'm playing on the PlayStation 5, so yeah, it's not a PC. Like a lot of people think that I was playing a PC. No, it's a PlayStation 5. So this is what I'm talking about. For example, you could add things around whatever building that has already been made. I think that's where I'm going to stick around with instead of building from scratch. Yeah, I couldn't do it in Planet Zoo. No expected to build it here, but like something like that. There you go. You could do things. You could build things around it, which, in my opinion, I felt like that's great. That's all I needed. So something like that. Very, very creative, and I can't wait to see guys like Evil Square to just go out like no no limits, right? No limits in how to build things. Like it's all on the table now. All right. I don't know how to start. Right here, maybe we could have like a mountain, and then it will just go to a water. Let's see if they have a waterfall on this map that it could have a little preference. Nope, there's no waterfall, so we're just gonna go wing it, right? I think we should lower the terrain first. Okay, we're gonna lower the radius a little bit. No, we're gonna flatten. Okay, the tools is a little bit thing that I need to get used to. All right, so we're just gonna make a little layout right about so. I think that should be fine. And then we'll just go to the water. I really like this. There's an option we could do deep water. This is something that I wanted in the second game too. So we're just gonna add water here. I really like how they add add-ons into the water, like for example, little lily pads. Is that what I call lily pads? So let's just make one big lake. Yeah, just one big lake right here. Maybe, yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. Hold up. Just delete some of the water. We gotta have like a little island. That looks fun. Maybe a little island right here. I don't know if I'm gonna add any dinosaurs in this build yet. I was thinking about Brachiosaurus, but for right now, we're just gonna play around and see what I can gather up. All right, now we're gonna raise up the terrain because we're gonna have like a waterfall, right? That's what we wanted. And I guess we could flatten. No, raise in the flat. This is what I learned in Jurassic World. There you go. That's what I like. So I guess we could just go around here. Something like that. Boom. And then what I learned in campaign, that you add the water here and it will make the waterfall. There you go. So I think that's what it is that you have to add the water right above there, and then the waterfall will just automatically just spur out. Look at that. There, I made like a multiple waterfall. That actually looks pretty. Now, here's something that I also learned in campaign when I was playing. Like there's some rocks right there, which is really cool that they add rocks, but you could also delete them as well. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to paint, and we're gonna go to, I guess we could go to this barren rock, and you see it just deletes the rock out on its own. I really like this waterfall. It's turning out really good. There you go. Little waterfall there. And then right here, you could just, let me just lower the radius a little bit. All right, now let's go ahead and make some mountains. More mountains. I love my mountains. So I'm gonna go to the radius. I'm gonna raise this up. And we're gonna raise this. Probably gonna raise all of this up. Oops. Rip it. And should I want one more waterfall? I just want to. Why not? This is a reward for me because we all wanted waterfalls, so might as well just add a lot of waterfalls in my park as possible, right? So let me see if I could try to do this again. There you go. Oops, I lost it. I lost my little waterfall thing. There, just keep going that. Little stream there. That's pretty cool. Oop, I lost it. There, that's a good stream right there. Perfect though. Okay, now we're gonna go to paint and we're gonna just demolish some of the rocks here, and then we could just add some foliage. Yeah, some greens. We need some greens. There you go. That's beautiful. I don't know if I want to add a dinosaur here. It looks like a dinosaur should be here. Okay. Okay, we'll go to scenery. This is by far the best part of the game. So again, we have so many types of tools to play around with. It's ridiculous, man. Like, oh my goodness. Honestly, I'll say this right now. I'm probably not gonna use majority of it. I'm probably gonna stick to my bread and butter, like the stuff that I want, like I loved. But oh, look at this. Look at how many foliage that we could play around. Like, just keep scrolling. Look at that bar. Oh my goodness. The possibilities is endless in this game now. The possibility is endless. And we have a log, and we could place logs in water. I don't know why is it difficult to place it on the second game, but now it's an option now. Okay, first of all, before we get to the decorations, here's something that I'm really confused. Okay, so we go to the paint, and in the second game we could brush forests into the mountains, but however, so for example, let's do like tall leaf here, right? Tall leaf and ground leaf. These are foliage, right? But for some odd reason, I couldn't add it on my mountains. Just give me rocks and rocks. And I try to find an option where I could take away that, but it doesn't. Then I realized if you put it in the ground, there you have the foliage. So is this a thing? Um is this how it is? Is this the mechanics the game has? Or is this a bug? Or again, I do not watch any other videos from other content creators. Is there an option for this? Because right now these are the settings, and I couldn't find other settings that make me just want to brush trees here, because that's what I want. I want trees here. Fortunately, I couldn't do it, but maybe I'll learn in the future. All right, but we're gonna go to the hard way. We're gonna stick them into, and this is the cool part. I mean, this game is just cool in general. We're gonna stick to just a regular tree. And what's cool about this tree? Oh, look at that! We could align it. That is so funny. Hold up. Let me see. I could like redo it, right? No, no, no. Boom. See, you could redo stuff. Redoing stuff. What? This is just another level. No, we're not gonna align to surface. We're gonna turn that off. This is just annoying at the. All right. So, if you have never played a planet game, this would shock all of you. So here, let me just place this tree right here. We're probably gonna have like a couple of trees, as a matter of fact. Maybe that one. Just some trees. Doesn't matter what trees. So if you just click a tree or any type of foliage or any type of whatever, you go to advanced move. There's so many options for this. For example, your typical advanced cost move right here. You know, this is like Planet. If you play Planet Zoo, these are you're very familiar with. But this is something new. You could scale items, which you couldn't do in the previous Jurassic games and in Planet Zoo. I think you could do it in Planet Coaster. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But how cool is that? Another thing that the second game doesn't have is duplication. So instead of just piling trees, you could just duplicate the trees and then just place them just like that. Now, I'm hoping there's some group forming, which I'm pretty sure they do have some group forming, so it's just easier to group them all. But for right now, we're just gonna place some trees here. I just love how we could just do things that we couldn't do in the second game. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who couldn't play Planet Zoo, they have the options to play around with some of the controls and the mechanics that they couldn't do in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Go. Let's see what kind of rocks do we have here. We have some wonderful rocks. Wonderful. I love rocks. I just place some rocks here, like right in the edges. And I like it how there's no annoying hitboxes like in the other games. Again, the growth of this game from the second game to the third game is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. The fact that I'm still surprised that they were working on this game while they're still working on the DLC for the second game, it's mind-blowing. Can I rotate this? Look how big and fat this rock is. Let me see. Is there a way to rotate this? No, I wanna. Oh my gosh, this rock is so cool. There's gotta be a way to rotate this one, right? It looks so cool. Oh, there it is. Yes, you can, buddy. Okay, oh, wow. I don't know why I'm amazed of this rock. This rock is my favorite rock. I don't know where I'm gonna put this rock. Maybe put a little bit of highlight right here. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna find what I'm gonna make this rock work. I'm gonna put them right in the side. Probably gonna make like some sort of wall. I don't know, but I really like that rock and I want to keep it. Okay, so I did a little bit of decorating here. So I need some trees, my mountain here. And again, I don't use a lot of foliage. I only use the foliage that I like. For example, in this patch is also only palm trees and trees. So just try not to overwhelm you guys yourself. I know there's a lot of options. There's some tools. I do recommend to play around with all of them. But if there's a prefer or preference that you like, just use them. You know, you don't have to use all type of decorations if you don't want, which I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna use all the decorations. Now let's see, we got our little nature thing going. We need some, of course we need something for the guests as well. Hold on, let me delete this rock. Why is this rock here again? I don't know, I forgot. But we could go to the path and look at this. Oh my gosh, Evil Square she would have a heart attack right now. Look how many different types of paths. And if you guys are a path builder, I'm not a path builder. I don't know what to do with a path to save my life. But the creativity again is just out of the park, man. You could just create whatever that you want in this game. And I've seen a lot of artistic styles of path work that is just unbelievable. And I'm not talking about only the PC players, because a lot of people say, oh, this is achieved for PC. No, I've seen a lot of console players that are just phenomenal in path work. So let's see how I'm gonna do, because I'm not a good path worker. I don't think I'm going to start, but I feel like you know, with all these different types of path, it's just, I just want to play around with it. It's just so everything is just so fun. Right now we're gonna add a restaurant. Not a restaurant, I mean a restroom. And we could just add a restroom right here. Blam. Why not?
For when you gotta go, I suppose.
What the? Okay, Ian, you just randomly came out of nowhere with that quotes, but I mean, you're not wrong. That was just weird. Came out of nowhere. Anyways, let's just do my path. Path work. So usually I like to leave gaps on my path work. So for example, it doesn't have to be pretty. Like let's say like this, and maybe just something across. Boom. Like that. And then what I do right here is to decorate things like, let's say a fountain, which I really want to see what kind of fountains they have in this game, by the way. Statues maybe, like anything that I could see that what the heck is this? Hold up, does it make like a little dinosaur in the shadow? Oh yeah, it does. Look at that, you can see a sauropod. That is cool. That is something I didn't expect. But yeah, look at all of that. Okay, so yep, these are the statues from the last update of the Jurassic World. And here are some of the unlockables which you need to do in campaign mode, which, oh my gosh, I think I'm not gonna do it because it's a megalodon. Oh my goodness, hold up. Could I add a megalodon, or is that way too much? Nah, I feel like that's just there's a megalodon in here. Okay, look, like again, so much items to play around with. It's just ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this. Alright, so if you're not a builder, you don't worry, because you have blueprints like this that already have buildings for you. Again, with the Jurassic Park time, I guess we need this. We need a Jurassic Park sign somewhere. I don't know where, but we need to have that in my park. Oh, here's the fountains. Say I just add a little. Oh my gosh, this is a T-Rex. Let's add a fountain here, right? Just one big fountain right here. Boom. Actually, no. You know, can I? I don't want that fountain. Is there? Is it this one? Yeah, there. I found a. I found this one. This is the fountain. This is the fountain. So they have already have blueprints for. Like, there's a lot of there's some chairs, tables, all of that stuff. So, again, if you're not a builder, well, you don't need to worry. You have your that stuff's already here provided. Damn, Frontier already they come up with everything already. So like just add let's add a little thing right here. Bing bing bing. Boom. We could add some of course tables right around here. Oh, you know, again, like what's better just to lounge a little bit, just to rest the feet, but you know, enjoy the waterfall too, you know, like just take the moment to breathe it all in. Then we could have one more, like right here, of course, with the vending machine. Vending machine. Ah, okay. For those who don't know, I'm really active on Twitter. There was a comment that say like, "Hey, the vending machine is a dumb idea. I didn't want it in my Jurassic Park." Well, I'm sorry, dude. I mean, you might not have the dress, maybe not in your park, but it's in the game. And for some odd reason, I don't know why he's obsessed with vending machine not being in the game because it came with a full-blown argument saying that this is not Jurassic Park level. If you want vending machines, play Planet Zoo. Like, for some odd reason, he had something against vending machine. What happened? Did the vending machine bullied you as a kid? Like, it's just a vending machine. But anyways, it was a very weird conversation I had with that person. But hopefully he sees this and be like, okay, well, I guess vending machines can be in a Jurassic Park game. All right. So we got that covered. See, like I like to decorate things around like some gaps here. I don't like to put like um path like covered everything in path. I like to leave a little bit of space so I can add stuff like this. Let's go to the foliage. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many foliage. Like, I'm just overbearing. Where's my favorite one? If you guys know what's my favorite, guys, you guys are already cool. It's this type of bush. It's like a taiga tree, large tree number 3. Is this a coastal? I think this is coastal. Or what? I don't think they have labels. They have names now, right? See, Arrowwood Bush. Yeah, before it was just like large tree number 1, large tree number 4, or whatever. Now they have like names like the Taiga, Crocet Bush. Oh, this is the bush that I use a lot in Planet Zoo. So we're just gonna add some lovely foliage right where the people could sit. Oh, that begs the question. Can they sit on? Oh, this is a look at this. Can they sit on benches? I know these guys are like just automatically there just to sit on the bench. I don't like that. That's too big. But like when we add decorations in the first game, for some odd reason they couldn't sit on the benches. I have a lot of people. I have people that say that they can sit on the benches, but my game didn't. So maybe it's a bug in my game. I'm not sure, but it was very frustrating how you could add benches and tables, but nobody's sitting on it. Right, I want a palm tree here. See, why am I scrolling? That's a noobish way. Just freaking grab a palm tree, duplicate that, and just add it there. See the power of duplication, guys. Actually, there's repeating palm trees. I don't think I need a palm tree. Maybe I need a different type of one. There's this Mediterranean palm. Just utilize the duplication button, guys. It will be your best friend. Look at that. We have a restaurant, the entrance. Boom. Okay, I now we need a hotel. A hotel is just wonderful, large hotels. Look at this. This is just beautiful, guys. And again, you could custom things around this as well. So I mean, and if you could build your own if you wanted to. So here's what, let me see. How do I want to place this hotel? Because the hotel could also be a viewing gallery if I wanted a viewing gallery. Um, I have a little desert area here. That could be later on. Let me see. See, there's so much to think. Like, what could I add with so much stuff that I've been bringing? Look at this one. This is fantastic. Look at this. They really turn up the notch with their building game, and I know that Frontier took the time to build. Look at this in the inside too. Are they really serious? They actually built everything inside. These guys are maniacs. So look at there's this. There's a different type of theming with these. But look at there's a Japanese style theming. Oh my gosh, the rock work on this one is just incredible. It's insane. Look at this. Is this like a European type of style? This is the Mediterranean style. Like, oh my goodness. Can I do that? Can I clip each other? What? You can clip? You can't. You couldn't do that on the second game. What the freak? I did not expect that they could clip each other. Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2 is frustrating because there's so many. Their hitbox is just redonkulous. It's just ridiculous how we couldn't add like the simplest things in our park just because the hitbox is just in the way. Like for example, the log. You guys remember that, right? The log has a hitbox for whatever reason. Why does it have a hitbox? Don't know, but it has a hitbox, and it's so annoying how you can't add like the log, which everybody wanted a log in stuff like in water, for example. Look at that. I love it how even in the path there's not a huge hitbox to negate us for whatever we want to build. Just imagine the path freaks out there that they could accumulate whatever that they could set their minds on. This is a whole different playing field that we're playing in. We have signs in this game now. Holy, we have abundance of them. Look, it still keeps going. And oh my gosh, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted since the first game. Line to surface. Oh, jeez. This. Oh my gosh. I, I'm really in heaven right now. Yo. Okay, I think that is good for this video. Now, I won't promise that I will continue doing videos like this. I will still continue building, but the next time you will see this video, the park might expand a little bit more. It really depends if I'm in the mood of making a video or not, but I think this is a great start of it. This is going to be a very fun little build. Yeah, actually very glad that I actually come up with this on the wing. But again, hopefully you do take a lot of consideration, and just have fun. Don't over stress yourself out. And I do always say don't compare yourself with some of the other builders out there, because everybody has their own unique style and unique way how to play the game. But anyways, hopefully you do enjoy this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. Or not 2. Sorry, it's a force of habit. Evolution 3 now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.